Hello everyone, myself Arijit Sarkar and I'm from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering from RCC Institute of Information Technology. And today I've got something interesting in my hands, not practically in my hands but in my computer. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial of how to use my end-to-end encrypted chat application that we have made using Python for the computer networking lab project. So this video is going to be a tutorial or a demonstration for how to use my application. The code for this is open source and it is available on my GitHub repository. I will present you with the link and you can check that out. The prerequisites for operating with this are computer networking and obviously Python. So to learn something or to go through something, I think the best way is to get your hands dirty and go through all the hassle that it is about. So let's not waste any more time and let's take a deep dive into what we have made so far. So yeah, right now you can see that this is my GitHub repository of the E2EE, that means the end-to-end encrypted chat application that we have made using Python. Okay, so now here I will show you what are the what's the tech behind the application. So yeah, it's the secure chat app. It uses WebSocket Secure. It uses the RSA module in Python, which is used for encryption, and a PyQt5 module, which is used for making the GUI. Okay, so yeah, here we have a secure end-to-end encrypted chat application built using Python, using the WebSockets over the TLS and RSA encryption. So the features for this application, let's go through them one by one. It gives us the WebSocket secure communication using the TLS. It gives the RSA 2048-bit encryption at the application layer. It uses a username-based login with duplicate check. If there are duplicate items or users, they will not be allowed in a chat room. Public key exchange for end-to-end message encryption. We have got group and private messaging using the @username format. So if we use this format, we can also send private messages to someone we want. And I will give you a demonstration of that. PyQt5 GUI client for an intuitive chat experience and server logging for monitoring and debugging. And here is the project structure, and everything else you can just go through yourself. And yeah, if you're interested about computer networking and how to achieve all of this using Python, then be sure to check this repository out. It's free and open source. Yeah, so let me take you straight away to Visual Studio Code, the best IDE or editor for anything, I guess. Yeah, so I do not want to go through the code and make you overwhelmed with all the terminologies and everything. I will just show you everything in an intuitive way. So let's first fire up the server, okay? And before I fire up the server, let's go to Wireshark. And why I'm using Wireshark? Because Wireshark is an application which actually captures any packets that have been transferred from one IP address to another. So we are hosting this server in our local host. So we will just select this loop back and we will just start capturing. Okay. So now we will come into our Visual Studio Code application again, and then we will fire up the server. Okay, so we have got the server.py and enter. And as we can see, our WebSocket secure server has been hosted on the localhost 6789 port. And as you can see in my Wireshark framework, I have also managed a filter that says tcp.port is equals to 6789. That is the port on which this web server is hosted. So now I'm going to go into another terminal and I'm going to write here Python 3 client.py, and I'm going to simulate multiple users using different terminals. So now I will just enter and it will give me one terminal. There pops the GUI that is made using the PyQt5. And here another Python 3 client, and we'll go through another client.py. So here we have got three pop-up windows or three basic GUIs that we have made, and now we will just enter the username for the users, and I am going to enter the username of the teammates who have helped me in building this project. And so first is myself, Arijit, and I am going to click login here and see username okay, Arijit joined the chat. And let's enter here Arghadeep, and let's log in, and here we're going to write Sreya. Okay, fine. So we have logged in, and we can see that we have joined the chat, and this is a group chat by default. So if I write hello everyone, then and press send, then in both the other windows, GUI windows, we can see that there's a text message received from Arijit which says hello everyone. And here if Arghadeep says hi to me back to send, and it will show in the public chat room. If Sreya also says hello, then she can also send it and we can talk to each other. So now what we can do is, suppose I want to send a message to Arghadeep personally, and I do not want Sreya to find it out. Maybe it's a little bit embarrassing. So what I will do is I will write @ and the username of the user. Okay, so it's Arghadeep, and after that, this is the format for which we can like send private messages. So after the like username, @username, we can write the message, hey, I do not want Sreya to find this out, and I'll hit send. This is a very sensitive information. I don't want Sreya to find this out. So I send this to Arghadeep, and Arghadeep receives that it's a private message which came from me, Arijit, that hey, I don't want Sreya to find this out. And here is Sreya's window. Here she cannot see anything because it's a private message between us. So this is a demonstration of how our end-to-end encrypted chats work in our day-to-day applications like WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, and any end-to-end encrypted chat application. And let's move to the interesting part, because we can make TCP client-server architecture to send and receive messages, and that actually can be tracked. That can be seen over Wireshark. If we look at the payload, we can see that it is not encrypted. But as we have used the TLS for application layer security or encryption, and also we have used the RSA module for the cryptography of the texts, we can see in our logs that the text that we have sent is encrypted. It does not like give the actual message. But if you go to Wireshark and I stop capturing, yes, so let me go to any application data that has been sent, and let's go to the transport layer security. We can see that the encryption, that the data, application data has been encrypted, and here's the string for that. And if I go to payload, which is 314 bytes, we can see that nothing is readable, nothing makes sense. And let me show you from port 6789 to the like the port which is used by the client. So from the client to the server, this is the application data again. And if I show you the payload, this is nothing. This is not readable at all. So this is the unique feature that we have implemented. And I hope you will also use this application in your local machine. Go through the instructions that is set in the README. Go through the code. The prerequisites are obviously Python and computer networking. So if you're interested, please go check that out. Run it in your local machine, get your hands dirty, and I hope you learn something new. Bye.